This is the Talking About a 23 Sneaker channel. Talking About a 23 Sneaker channelです。毎日アップするので毎日見てください。Every single day I'm bringing you sneaker content, sneaker reviews, upcoming sneaker releases, and sometimes sneakers in hand, just like these Bread 4s back here were in my hands a few weeks ago. Today we're looking at a Nike Air Max 90 Pythons. Now there are two of them dropping in two different colorways. One that is a flashback to around about 2003, I think it was, when it was an original drop, an OG colorway, and then an additional color to that. So it's two different colorways of the Nike Air Max 90 Snakeskin. As I said in the introduction, today is all about those two different colorways of the Nike Air Max 90 Snakeskin. Now, they have a proper name for it, like Anthracite or Anthracite or something like that, but I prefer just to call one the Python, which is right here. So when I say Python, that's what I mean. And the other one, the Greens, which is a green Python or greens or green Python or whatever. And that's this one right here. So that's the difference between the two sneakers that we're going to be looking at today. And what is really surprising about these two sneakers is that even though they are the same silhouette and they're a sort of brother and sister colorway, there's not that much between the two shoes. It's the same, which is really surprising. You'd think that they had a lot of common features between the two, but they don't. And we're going to be looking at that today, comparing the two different parts of these sneakers that are the same and the parts that are not. But before we do that, a quick word about subscribers. Please do, of course, subscribe, but also watch for as long as possible. My watch time is lagging a little bit, so I'd appreciate it if you could watch for as long as possible, because I need the subs and the watch time to get this channel to be successful, so please do that. And also Japanese study. People have been asking me if I could offer a little bit of Japanese study in with my my videos. So what I decided to do was this week I'm giving you a Japanese word every day, and on Monday the Japanese word was eigo, which stands for English, and I didn't put it in yesterday because I was out and about on the streets and I completely forgot to. So I'll just double up today because we're going to use the word no, N-O, no, which is in English it would be like apostrophe S, so it would be like Butter's ball would be Bata no ball, or Stevie's camera would be Stevie no camera. So no is that apostrophe S, and G-maku is it means subtitles down below. So at the end of this week, we're going to put eigo no Jimaku into a sentence for you guys at home so you can learn that. So we got eigo on Monday for English, and then no Jimaku. No Jimaku is subtitles, so it's English subtitles is what that would mean. And that's useful to people who are watching this at home, especially if they're content creators, because they can start putting that in their videos to help people out who are not first language speakers, English first language speakers. But anyway, without further ado, let's have a look at these two sneakers, the Pythons and the Python Greens, and what it is about them that's similar and different. So we'll start low and we'll work high. We're starting with the outsole. Now the outsole is different on these because one of them is all black and the other one it is black with hits of grey in there. So the Python is black with hits of grey, but the green one is all black. Then when you come up a little bit to the midsole, you can see that the midsole itself basically is the same, a white midsole, but the air unit on the back is a little bit different. The casing around the outside of the air unit is a different color on both of the sneakers, but also the air unit itself when you look inside. And that's most obviously seen in the green ones because the air unit in there is red, and that red hit of red in there, the hit of red on the air unit is actually played off later on in the sneaker when we talk about a part of the differences between these two. So we'll get to that in a minute. But the air unit at the back, the casing around it is a different color, even though they're embedded in the same white midsole. And then the air unit within the casing is a different color, red in the case of the greens. Then moving up from the midsole, we've got another feature that's it's the same on both of these, and it's kind of an important feature, and it's the mudguard that comes around the side there because it's a really fine nubuck leather, black leather mudguard on both of these sneakers. So that's one of the key features between the two sneakers, which is exactly the same on both of them. But then getting to something that's very different on both of them, if we look at the toe box and sort of the ankle area where you've got the underlays or the panels on there. On the Python ones, that's a white leather panel on the front there and around the ankle, but on the green ones, it's black. And that really bigger, darker black effect on the green ones is sort of becoming more evident as we go higher up in the sneaker. And as we do go higher up in the sneaker, we get to that signature feature on there is that snake skin effect. And on the pythons, which we just call pythons, it's that black snake skin effect. And then on the greens, of course, it's that green snake skin effect. And that really is the signature of the signature feature of these two sneakers. And it really does, they just pop really incredibly well. But as we get even higher than that, the snake skin effect there, you've got the swooshes as well, which are different. They're different colors on there, whereas it's gray on one and I think black on the other. So the swooshes are different in color. But then when we get to the lacing system itself, which is kind of intruded by the snake skin in the middle, but the actual lacing system itself on both of these sneakers is exactly the same. Hidden underneath that lacing system is the tongue in there, and the tongue are different colors on these ones, where you've got a sort of black, white and grey effect on one, and just a sort of black and white effect on the other one. And then if we go around to the back of the sneaker where you get to the heel and that kind of classic Air Max 90 branding on the heel, you can see that on the just the regular pythons is a very simple branding on there, but on the greens they've got that red branding. So the casing around the branding is the same on both sneakers, but the actual font or color of the font within the casing is different, and red on the green ones, which matches that Air unit down below. And that's about it for me reviewing these Air Max 90 snakeskin sneakers, which are going to be dropping real soon. Actually, I think they drop within the next couple of days perhaps. So they're a real fine looking sneaker. I think there's going to be quite a lot of hype behind them, to be honest. I think a lot of people will be looking to get their hands on these. And one of the things I like about them very, very much is that difference between the two sneakers. Sometimes when you get a sneaker and it has different colorways, there's a few differences only, you know, the lacing system or a little difference in the branding, but there's a real stark difference between these two sneakers and these two colorways for this Air Max 90 silhouette. That's enough from me today. I'm happy to have you guys checking out my content. Thank you very much. Please do hit that subscribe button down below. Like I said early in the video, watch time is as important as subs right now for me, trying to grow the channel and get bigger every single day. Tomorrow I'll be back with an Adidas sneaker, and it's actually the start of a run of 4 Adidas sneakers that I'll be looking at for the channel. It's kind of interesting. 2 of them are Yeezys, 2 are not. One's got that 3D printed midsole on there, which is a great feature. And then the other one's the Ultra Boost 19s, which are a cool looking sneaker as well. So you've got 4 Adidas in a row for you to check out. So make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to stay in touch and get your daily sneaker content from Tokyo Butter 23. For now, it's time for me to check off and say thanks for checking out my content, and I will see you tomorrow.